Right then, so here we are, Grand Tactician, the Civil War, episode 12 of the Confederate campaign that started in February 1861. We're now at May the 2nd, 1862. We're moving straight on from the last episode and into this big battle where we've been absolutely shafted for the deployment. Absolutely shafted. This is utter bullshit. So, right. I'm just going to close this off. I'm really pissed off with this. It's like it's ruined our chances of winning this fight in any way. It was already going to be difficult. We're 2-1 outnumbered. We are on the defensive, which is good. I mean, the objective is right here, Edward's cabin, just over the river, so it's a defensible position. But check this out. We can deploy here, all the way around the objective. Nice. But who can deploy there? Just Beauregard by himself. We're starting with 23,400 men on the field, which is the Western Army, which starts over here. Right? So we cannot deploy at the objective. The Union are going to start here at the Wire Road. So they're going to deploy probably up to here, I would think. Which means they're going to be able to get here. They're going to be able to cross this river and set up a defense before we can even get there. So this is absolute shambles. It's an absolute shambles. It's a disgrace from this game, really. And things like this totally annoy the piss out of me. Like, I can't even tell you how much. It's just unreal. So I'm going to have to try and set these guys up in a way so we can try and get there, get to the position as quickly as possible. But this is just, it's like, honestly, I find it hard to put into words how annoyed I am with this. So the Union's starting with the Army of the West in the field. 93 men? I have no idea what these men are going to have. I don't know. I don't know what's going on here. But let's take another quick look at when our guys are going to get here. Reserve Corps are going to be here 1 hour. The Missouri District in 2 hours. And the Arkansas District in 29 hours. Right. Enough moaning. I'm going to see what I can do about this. We've only got 30 engineering points as well. Not that I can't even really use them. What if I set the engineering points up? If I set them up here, you know, then what? This is the perfect defensible position. There's a hill. There's a hill here where we could obviously get behind. We could bombard them from the hill as they're crossing this river. But we're not going to be able to use that. We're not going to be able to do this because we have to deploy here. And it's going to take us forever to get there. We've got a small cavalry division, which I guess I can race up here and see if I can hold these crossings, but I don't know if that's going to happen or not. But let's try it. I'm going to set these guys up first at the front here, so they're going to go first. We're going to set everybody up in marching columns. Walker's going to go next because he's got 11,000 men. McCulloch division here. Let's form them up as well. And Hindman with his guns, they're going to come last. Right, okay, so there's Price. So I'm going to pop Price like here in the middle. And now let's see if we can get Steele's division to get up here and get in position. I don't know whether to set up defenses. I don't know if that's going to be a big mistake because then the Union could end up using those defenses against us, but I guess we kind of should and hope for the best. Let's just see. I mean, this could well be a mistake, but so many things are mistakes in this game. We have been definitely shafted here by the AI, and it is infuriating. Screw it. Right, let's see if we can get into them. I mean, I don't know if we can. I really don't. Let's give it a go and see what happens. It's starting at almost 5:30 p.m. as well. Right, let's go. So I'm going to pause it straight away so I can get these orders issued. So we want Steele to race himself up here. Walker. Get going. McCulloch, you're going to take the far side. Steele's on the move at least. We should have been able to set up a nice defensive position here, just like the AI would have done if it was the other way around. So it's saying he's got 26,000 in the field. Right, I'm going to slow it down a bit. The cavalry has arrived here. The infantry's obviously pushing up the road, but it's going to take them a little longer to get here. So a couple of thousand cavalry are not going to be able to hold this place if the Union pushes. I can't see any signs of Union movement, so at least that is something. No doubt our guns won't be able to fire past these breastworks now, even when we put them up on the hill, but hopefully they will. It's fair elevation. I'm going to move Field up onto the left flank here to watch these crossings. Here's his movement. Here he comes down this road, bombing down the road. Right. If we can't set this defensive position up before the AI gets there, I'm going to have to retreat because there's no way we can fight this battle with outnumbered like this. It can't happen. And this... Oh. Yeah, they're nearly here. They're going to be here before our men, miles before ours. Our nearest infantry is here. Come on, men. Right. Field is actually going to have to... He's going to have to come back here and he's going to have to try and hold this crossing. Mixed cavalry weapons. So we don't have any range or anything like that. It's just... So, yeah, like I say, if we lose this position here, I'm going to pull our men out. We're going to have to retreat and we will have to give this up because of cheating, basically. It's cheating. I mean, you know, I am bitter about it. I'll admit that. They're nearly here. We might not even get this cavalry into place at the speed that they're going. At least we've got some James rifles here. A bit of support. Now guns are almost here, Heinman's guns. So let's put them up here on this hill. I'm going to double time Armistead. I know they're going to be knackered when they get there. But we've got to get some men in position here. Yeah, I mean, look at the range on that. He's pushing on here with cavalry. He's got 20-odd thousand cavalry in this army. Right, come on, Field, let's go. And no doubt these guys will be better armed than ours. these guys at least have some experience, so there is that. 2,500 under Evans, 1,700 under Field. This is what I'm talking about. So they can't elevate their guns enough to fire over that unit. I mean, how not? Smith arrives. Okay. It's our reserve corps. 10,000 men. Where are they arriving from? The same place, obviously. Yeah. Okay. It's going to take them a little while to get on the field. Alright, so actually I don't want them there at all, since Armistead's men are arriving. Okay, cool. So at least the infantry has arrived now. We can pull back with those guys. End of the day. Right, hopefully we can deploy. Yep, this is, it's broken. The whole thing's broken. Alright, there we go. Alright, so we should be able to redeploy here. Let's sort this mess out. So... oh... This thing... I'm telling them to face that way, okay? I'm telling them to face towards the river, and they just turn the other way every time. Same with these guys. Okay. At least we've got some infantry in position here. Again, this is not working properly. Like, what on earth is this? Get in position. So, right. All right then, we are back for day 2 here. I've managed to form our men up after a fashion. Smith's corps, well, it's really a division, has come up and is formed up behind here in reserve. Our infantry is on the line, but they're all disordered, so it's going to take them a little while to get fixed. They're also not in the defenses properly. I don't know what's going on here, but there's something going on in this battle anyway. It's not really working properly. But we'll get in there and we'll reform as the day starts. Day 2. At least we've got our guns set up. We need our men to get onto these defenses properly. That's it. Good. So I'm going to give out long-range orders for the infantry. I do not trust these commanders to do this themselves. Let's see what day 2 brings. Hopefully our guys can get into position and hold the enemy back. I suspect they're going to really press here. But we've got Smith's whole unit in reserve here. 10,500 men. They're going to be here to push forward to meet any advance from them. Our guns... I think they've got some decent fire there anyway on the enemy. Again, it was difficult to set these up to get firing arcs. We are now looking. The enemy got 86,000 in the field. We got 47,000. I think that might be it. I mean, I think this might be everybody. Oh no, we've got Pillow to arrive, but he'll be coming soon. Let's speed this up a little bit. So our guns are firing. We do have some decent artillery in this army. I'm going to have to shift some of these guys because I can see movement in the back and they would come across from this way. I think maybe this side might be safe, you know. I'm going to shift some more guys across to the right flank. What on earth? Wharton's unlocked himself a perk. Nice. Let's go with Deadly Volley for these guys. No firing angle here. I've managed to break a couple of his brigades, which is obviously good, but this was just a small probe from him to open the battle up, I think. 1,100 casualties for them, 200 for us. That's the numbers we're looking for. But we're already using up a lot of ammunition, of course. Not sure what these guys are playing at. I really don't know what they're doing. Let's get them out of there. They're doing that thing where they're following the enemy again. The artillery shouldn't do that. If I'm telling artillery to target that unit when they move out of range, and there's no way they should be pulling in after that. We're inflicting some nice casualties on them, and that's good. We need that. I don't think we can get a shot on that artillery, which is a shame. Here they come. Going to probe us on this side as well. I'm going to get Woofer to move down here. Hopefully he can get some shots off. I've got a bit of lag going on from the battle, even though I turned the graphics right down. This is a good PC I've got, but it does struggle with this game for some reason. Once you have a certain number of men on the field, it's pretty annoying. It shouldn't struggle. I mean, I can play lots of much more graphic intense games on high settings, but this, for some reason, it does not like. Yeah, here they come. They're going to press here in force. We're sending another brigade pack in here. That's good. Let's bring back Johnston's skirmishers for now. Let them reload. I'm going to pull Armistead back out of the firing line. Give him a little rest. I'm going to bring these guys in. Don't you dare. Don't you dare. I'm going to send out frost skirmishers. I'm going to go and see harass those guns. I'm going to put Wheeler in this spot and pull out Wharton if I can. They're just going to swim through that river? Yeah, it looks like they're going out. Here comes the crossing. Going to throw forward Barksdale skirmishers as well. We want to take some of these guns out. These guys have only got Springfield muskets though. So definitely not as effective as the rifles. Yeah, they've come over the river. Alright. Wharton's men pulling out, Wheeler's men pulling in. Get this rotation going. They are pressing over here in force. I wouldn't mind if Wheeler would get himself into these positions here. I mean, sometime today would be acceptable. They are coming over this left-hand flank in force, very much so. Let's have a look at the numbers here. 300 for us, 3,400 for them. We're going to have to keep this up, this sort of number, but once they press over one of these rivers, that's when we're going to be in some proper problems. And let's just not do any silly dancing around. Stay focused, Evans. Good job. We'll pull back. He's taking far too much flanking fire. He needs to pull out. I think we're okay over here. I don't think he's pressing it. I'm going to pull these skirmishers back in. Tough battle, like we knew it was going to be. Very, very tough. There's still more and more of his men arriving. We can see the dust clouds in the distance. These men seem to be fighting to the last man. Lost 850, still going, no problem. No. They've actually made it over the river here. Unreal. It could be that they just have too many men. It could be that this... We might have to pull out. I mean, we will hurt the Union a lot in terms of manpower here. But that's all but irrelevant if we lose this fight, to be honest, because we will be kicked out of Missouri if that happens. Might be that I need to fight this battle in 2 parts. Not 2 parts for you, but 2 parts for me. Because it's going on for quite a while. Oh, he is over here in force and we are in trouble. Guns coming over as well. I'm not entirely sure how this infantry can fire over the heads of those guys, but artillery can't. Right, so we're still okay over here, actually. I feel like maybe this... we'll leave it as it is. I was going to say maybe I'll bring this carve across, but realistically, what difference are they going to make? Good job, Frost. We're holding the line, and that's something. That's really good. We're still okay on ammunition on the whole. Some of us better than others. 41 for those guys. 41 for Johnson. So we've got a brigade moving over here. I don't know if they can just teleport over the river or not. We'll find out. Let's see if I can give them some artillery fire. Preston's lost quite a lot of men. I'm going to pull him out. Pull him back a little anyway. These guns have been absolutely hammering him. Wharton able to fire from back here. I don't see how. The guns normally can't, but, you know, I'm not going to complain. Let's take another quick look at the numbers, but there's still more and more brigades coming up. I mean, this is mental. 7,000 casualties for them. More and more men in the distance coming forward. So, I mean, the floor's littered with Union dead. I think Wharton's done an excellent job here. He's due for a promotion. I would think, no! This, honestly, this really gets on my nerves. Why would it do this? I honestly don't understand why anybody would think this is a good mechanic. Who on earth would want their artillery to pursue a retreating unit? Who? Any of yous? If anybody thinks that that's a good idea, put it in the comments and I'll tell you why you're wrong. Why you're wrong. Here we got more men coming over this river. More men. Endless supplies of them by the look of things. I don't know what's going on here, but this mouse is so sensitive as well. Very, very annoying. Lots of things are annoying me at the moment about this game. Nothing as much as the bullshit at the start of the battle, though. Right. Do we have anybody spare? Do we have anybody doing nothing? Well, yeah, we've got Parsons on the left, but I kind of need him there. These guns over here as well. I mean, really, are they actually... They're getting shots off, so... yeah, okay. Ammunition, we're starting to run low here. McCulloch's brigade. There was McIntosh in charge. I straight to the white McCulloch. We do have Little behind him, so he can push in there. Nope, I didn't want him there. I'm going to bring him forward and we're going to look at pulling out McIntosh. Clark is fine, but McIntosh has been firing non-stop. So ammunition is going to be an issue for us for sure. Ammunition is definitely a problem. I think there's more Union federal troops on the field here than we've got bullets. Yeah, so they're going to make a little push over here. I'm glad I put these guys out here. Let's unlimber these guns as well, actually. Whoa. Another thing, I feel like the commander initiative should really do this kind of thing. I mean, if you're pulling up here and you see enemy infantry approaching, surely anybody with half a brain would unlimber his guns and start firing. Surely. I'm just waiting for an opportune moment to pull McIntosh's men out here, but I can't really... I can't just pull them back now, not when there's enemy moving up. Yeah, McIntosh low on ammunition. Barksdale's fine. Wheeler's okay, but he's starting to run low. Edward Johnson is running low as well. Still a whole day to go, really. It's only 9:42 AM. What I'd like is the ability to give an order to say, like, swap out, so these guys could come in and then the other unit pull out, but I don't think it works like that. Very jittery. I mean, again, I think it's because there's so many troops on the field. But like I keep saying, this PC is high end, and it shouldn't be doing this. It's really jittery. Actually, it's quite hard to control it. Then a broken Preston's artillery. Not really much I can do though. At least it's keeping the fire off the infantry. Just bringing Stuart's skirmishers out onto the flank here, just to give them a bit extra fire. They're now on 10,000 casualties. There's just too many troops there. They can't actually cross the river. Okay, so I think Little's men are in position here, and I'm going to pull back McIntosh. And hope it's not a big mistake. McIntosh in contact. Well, I've just told him to pull out. So if you wouldn't mind obeying orders. Why has he come out of the breastworks to the front? There we go. Second Brigade still trying to cross here. We should be able to throw them back fairly easily. Okay, Macintosh's guys have done their bit. They've got 12 ammunition left. If we need them, we can rush them forward, but hopefully we will not need them. I've been impressed with Frost as well. He's got pretty low stats actually, Frost, but his men have done a good job there. Glad to see Preston still in the fight. They've lost 58 men, so substantial losses for an artillery battalion. Wheeler on 31 rounds. Barksdale still on 59. I think Barksdale's men have suffered a little bit from the long-range fire from these riflemen. Barksdale only has muskets. We've still got Jones as well here. Another big push over the river here. Johnson low on ammunition. Okay, yeah. If we can deal with this push, we'll pull him out. I think maybe a mechanic we need to look at adding here is resupply during battle, because I mean, surely we could resupply these men. Oh, that's these guys broken here. Preston's battalion. I mean, you can't blame them. They've lost a lot of men. 65 losses, 103 remaining. I think that's our first break. Why are they idle? Why are they not firing? Okay, so this hasn't worked properly. They haven't swapped out properly. They're not in here. They're not firing. They're in range, but they're not shooting. Now they are at last firing. But our guns are being shot to hell because these guys managed to pull over, but I mean, it's okay, but... Right. They put Johnson there down to 14 rounds. I'm going to have to pull them back. Alright, yeah, so Johnson's going to pull back to here. No, he's not. There's another push coming. Alright, well, I'm going to have to put a little cut in here because I've got some real world stuff to do, but I'll be right back. Alright then, so I'm back from my little jobs and I'm ready to get back into this battle. It's starting off exactly where we left off. 10:32 AM, let's go. I did check between the cut how long Pillow's men are going to be, and they are still going to be another 12 hours. So, probably it won't be involved in this battle. It is still a tough battle. It continues to be, and it will continue to be. I don't like the way Little's men haven't gone into these parapets properly, but I wonder if that's because they're maybe right on the edge of them. Parapets, breastworks, you know what I mean. I'm pulling back Woofett's battalion slightly because they were getting fired on quite substantially, and Guibo, they're pulling back as well because they've sort of casualties and lost guns. I'd be surprised if they don't break soon. I did try to tell them to withdraw, but the option for that wasn't coming up, so they're just kind of spinning around as they do. We need to get Edward Johnson out of here. He's almost out of ammunition, and we're going to pull him back now. McCulloch's going to take his place, which is obviously not ideal since they are armed with muskets. But let's get them in there. I'm going to just put this on ×2. I don't want to speed this up too much. We need to keep an eye on what's happening. I also shifted Ledbetter's brigade, which was guarding the second fort. I'm just putting them along this fence to see if they can maybe get a bit of flanking fire onto these brigades trying to cross there. And then what we may do is send some skirmishers across this river to see if we can harass their guns that are in those woods there. They already broke our battalion there under Preston. Additionally, we're pulling out with Parsons' brigade. I'm going to pull them across, and they're going to take the place of one of the brigades in here. They are armed with Springfield rifles, and they've got full ammunition since they haven't been used, and they were on the far left wing here. I'm keeping cavalry ready just in case we need to plug that gap, or if need be we can pull the cavalry across, of course. Either way, the battle is going fairly well. I'm happy. Well, it's going very well. They've lost 15,000 men, 16.5% of their force. We have lost 1,300, which is substantial. But the main problem we have is our ammunition, basically. But it looks like they're pulling back, which suits us. I'm happy to wait. We are still waiting for Pillow's fresh troops to arrive. I mean, I can't believe how many bodies there are, but then, I mean, they've lost thousands of men. What? Whoa, what are they doing? I didn't ask you to spin around or anything like that. I just wanted you to get into position. Now, either they're pulling out or they're reforming for another attack. Either way, we've got a little breather here. We've managed to pull the guns out. Now, sadly, they're not able to get off a very good shot, but at least out of firing range here. It looks like they might be pulling out. I mean, I'm happy for them to pull out. I'd be happy for this battle to be over with a nice victory for us. Minor victory, it still says. Even though they've lost 15,000 men, but, you know. I'm tempted to send the cav over the river here to... I feel it's probably a mistake if I did that. Yeah, because there's infantry brigades there and all sorts, but it'd be nice to sweep their guns away from there. I feel like all the infantry's done a really good job here. All the commanders have been absolutely fine. Even my performance in this larger battle has been pretty good, if I do say so myself. Can we get skirmishers out of Edward Johnson, and will they have full ammunition? That'll be interesting to see. No. Not even close, but I'm still going to send them forward because I would like to be able to push those guns away from there because I bet they're going to cause us problems. Even though they're just detachments, but still. Okay, so let's get rid of these cavalry guys. Come on, man. Yeah, excellent. So we've driven off one of them guns. And if we could drive off this other one, that would be perfect. I know they haven't got much ammunition, but that's fine. Yeah, okay. I'm going to send some skirmishers over the river here. Just over to here. To see if we can chase those guns away. I don't know if we're going to be able to, but... No, not the whole brigade. Just the skirmishers, thank you. It's a little bit of a risk, and we don't really need to cross the river, but I think if we can get rid of those guns, that would be good. Wheeler low on ammunition. Where's Wheeler again? Oh, yeah, he's here. Now, that's okay, actually, because we pulled out Armistead, and he has still got ammunition, so I'm going to pull Wheeler out. I'm going to put Armistead back in. He's still got 44. That's exactly why I pulled him out in the first place. Not sure why we're on fire in that Cook's detachment. Says the idle. They're in range. This was a nice defensive position, and I'm glad it did manage to work out in the end, because I was... because I was a little bit worried that we weren't going to be able to get in position at all here, and that would have been absolutely horrendous if we had to fight this battle anyway, other than the way we did. I think it went pretty well, actually. Like, if I'm honest, I'm quite happy how it went. I'm happy to let him pull back and reform if he wants to come try his luck again to come over this bridge, and you try that, mate. See if any perks available. But we haven't. I'll send out some of Brian's skirmishers. Pull them out. Why is Wheeler's brigade there? We're still not firing on this detachment. I don't know why. We are firing on this artillery battery though. Stuart's skirmishers managed to make it out of there. Excellent. Right, so we've driven them off as well. Still sitting on a minor victory. Didn't feel very minor to me, but you know, almost driven those guns off as well. So I think it was a decent call to send these skirmishers over. Just ×5 in it. I mean, I feel like the battle's all but over. They've probably lost their enthusiasm for the fight. I don't doubt. I mean, I'm sure I would have. I wonder if Barksdale's band will fire on this detachment. Alright, so we've driven off both sets of those guns. It doesn't look like Barksdale's doing much in the way of firing either. Just kind of spinning. There he's retreating. Okay, that's excellent. Great news. We're not really in any position to pursue. I guess we could send cavalry after them, but it's just going to end up with more casualties, really, if I'm honest. Our weapons aren't really very good with the cav here. We're going to let them pull out. We held this defensive position. We did exactly what we wanted. 16,000 casualties for him, 1,300 for us, so that is an absolute disaster for the Union, really. Garfield's withdrawn. So they are, yeah, they're definitely pulling out. So still down as a minor Confederate victory, but you know, this was, I feel like this was not a minor victory at all. This was a pretty good victory. It was a pretty long battle. They lost 12,000 infantry, 2,900 cavalry, 100 of their guns. 16,000 overall out of 88,000. We lost negligible, 1,300 men. We'll have a quick read of the report and then we'll knock this episode on the head. It's just a battle episode, this one. It's kind of part 2 to the previous episode because I split this in 2. If you're watching it on the day of release, these should both have come out on the same day. If you're not watching on the day of release, you could be watching it anytime, of course, and it doesn't matter. In terms of the strategy overall, it doesn't change much, if I'm honest, because they still have a lot of men there. But it does mean that we hardly lost anybody, and we are in a position to probably push forward. Lieutenant Colonel Matthews loses face. I mean, I don't think that's one of ours. Let's have a read. The Battle of Springfield has ended with the Department of the West retreating in panic. My command has earned us a total victory with the enemy army running for their lives. The enemy has lost a total casualties of 15,694, 2,461 killed, and 42 captured. 42? Our own casualties were 1,338, 273 killed, 223 missing, the rest wounded. Morale is eager, supply situation is critical. We captured 9,000 rifles and 48 guns on the battlefield, so that's pretty decent. Hopefully we capture something good. So let's just knock this off a minute and we'll see what we have captured. Yeah, we are. Supply is just really terrible actually at the minute. So let time go a little bit and then we're going to have a little look at the weapons. So they're pulling out. Nothing much in the way of this sort of thing. But yeah, anyway, we're going to have a look at the weapons. What do we capture? Some Merrill carbines. Not enough for a unit. I don't know. Nothing, I don't think. Some howitzers, maybe? I don't think we had 41 of them. I don't think we captured anything exciting. Springfield rifles, maybe a couple of thousand of them. 500 Enfields, we might have already had them, I really don't know. So yeah, we didn't capture really anything. Some 6-pounder guns it looks like. And that's about it. And mixed muskets, I don't think we had 125,000 of them. Oh, Springfield muskets actually, we've got 16,000 of those there now. We didn't have that many. So yeah, we didn't capture anything exciting. Is anybody due promotions or anything like that, or perks? Let's have a quick look at that. Pillow didn't fight. Culloch. Yeah, he's a hero. So is Walker. Heineman, no. Nothing seems to have changed much. Fame going up for him. Beauregard, nothing new. No new stats, no nothing, even after a battle like that. Smith. Smith's looking better. I think we promoted him from like captain or something all the way to Major General because he was in charge of the Pioneers. Actually, Evander Law, he's looking better as well. So some of these guys are definitely coming up a little. Barksdale's looking really good actually. Wheeler, excellent. I mean, he's going to get a promotion. He's got 3 stars on there, veteran officer. Parsons didn't really get involved there. Clark, I don't think he did either. Oh yeah, Clark did get involved. Inflicted 623 casualties. Excellent. What a woofer. They inflicted 376. That was that artillery unit. Nice. Yeah, so some of the commanders are definitely improving a little. McCulloch's looking better. Armistead's looking better. McIntosh has gone up as well. Awesome. So the brigade commanders are definitely improving. Edward Johnson, he's gone up as well. Cheatham, I think he's about the same. I think his fame might have gone up 1. But Beauregard, I don't think he got anything there. I think he was already like that. Buckner. Gardner. Gardner's looking solid. I mean, 2 is not bad. Little. He's gone up. Initiative and administration. Stewart's gone up as well. So these guys are getting experience, which is obviously awesome. And this is our Trans-Mississippi Army, remember? Frost is looking better as well. He was really poor to start with. Yeah, he looks alright. Actually, I might get him up for a division somewhere. But yeah, anyways, that's the overall situation. We won this nice little battle here in the Trans-Mississippi area. Well, little. It was actually huge, especially for the Trans-Mississippi area. Pillow didn't get into the fight, unfortunately. And other than that, everything remains the same, and I'll see you back in the next episode. Hope you're having a great day, whatever you're doing. I'll catch you later.